Do you want to get pregnant for the first time, but you don't know what to expect? Or maybe you are pregnant right now and you thought similar to me that everything was gonna feel pretty amazing, but actually it didn't? Stick around because I'm gonna share with you 5 strange pregnancy symptoms I felt in my first trimester. And in this video, I'm sharing the things that I did to manage them. So if you're having one or more of this one, you know that you are not alone. Hi my dear friends, my name is Pia and I'm a nutritionist and holistic coach who shares wholesome ways to reach for health and balance in mind, body, and spirit. If you are new here, welcome, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to get free info that will support you in your health journey. Now, it is important to mention that everybody is different and every pregnancy is also completely different. So, probably many things that I'm sharing today do not apply in your case. Here I'm talking only from my own experience. Saying that, I would love to know what are some of the strange pregnancy symptoms you girls or your couple or a friend experience during the pregnancy. Write them down below. One very strange symptom I was experiencing was having tons of really vivid dreams, being most of them nightmares and frightening ones. Weird, huh? But when I started talking with other pregnant girls, it made me realize that this is a pretty common thing actually, which made me do a little research and I found tons of studies in this regard. Some of the things that I found was that as we sleep, we progress through various sleep stages. Dreaming tends to occur during the rapid eye movement, meaning the REM cycle or sleep. So, during a regular night, we may experience 4 or 5 of these episodes of the REM sleep, and we dream by the end of them. But we often forget our dreams by the time that we wake up or even several hours later. But by contrast, for many women, pregnancy-related discomfort causes interrupted sleep with multiple awakenings. So, for these people usually are more likely to remember their dreams as they wake up in the middle of a dream cycle, making it appear that you just dream all night. And I don't know about you, but I felt that I have just multiple dreams every night. And actually, these nightmares definitely enhance the strange pregnancy symptom number 2. Insomnia or reduced sleep. Oh gosh, this one was a tough one for me. And why do these things happen and what to do? Well, there are many reasons, and it can be changes in the hormones, which makes a whole change in the metabolism. Leg cramps, restless leg syndrome, abdominal discomfort, breast tenderness, back pain, changes in the blood volume, which requires a lot of frequent urination, and the vivid dreams as I just told you. All of these combinations equals very poor sleep and exhaustion during the day. So, what I did to manage this one? Many things. Number 1, I started taking magnesium. If there's a magnesium deficiency, there's going to be excessive calcium in the muscle and it cannot longer fully relax. So magnesium acts as a natural calcium blocker, helping your muscle cells to relax. So I started taking the magnesium brand named Calm, which provides 320 milligrams per serving, and it makes a huge difference on my sleep. So I totally give you that tip in case you haven't done it yet. Number 2, I switched the regular light off on my bedroom and it just helped me a lot to just not interrupt my signal, my sleep signal. So that's a good one. 3, breathing techniques. Oh my god, this helps so much, and for that I did some conscious breathing exercise where I concentrate in exhaling longer than the inhaling. So every time that you do longer and more controlled exhalations, it sends a message to your brain to calm down and relax. And then the brain sends that message to your body. So focusing in large exhalations is key to relax the body before sleeping. And for guys, you probably are gonna laugh about this. I just transfer a bucket to pee inside my room. Yes, as you are hearing it. And this thing, you probably guys are laughing with me in this moment or at me in this moment. But let me tell you that it helped a lot. So by putting a bucket so I can pee inside my room, I barely wake up when I do my business. And now I'm wondering, is there any other techniques that has been working for you in this regard? Please share them in the comments below. The third weird, strange symptom of pregnancy is nasal stuffiness or bleeding from the nose. When you think of side effects or symptoms brought on by pregnancy, nasal congestion and runny nose are not typical among the first one to come to mind, right? There's a thing that it's called pregnancy rhinitis or rhinitis. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, this word in English, so excuse me if I am not saying it good. But well, apparently it's a much more common thing than I thought. 20% of the women has it. It's also called gestational rhinitis. And well, in my case, it lasted just for a few weeks, but it was pretty annoying. What I did to manage it? Well, something that helped me quite a bit was to do a sinus wash regularly with a neti pot. For strange pregnancy symptoms is the gas and bloating. And yes, oh gosh, this was a tough one for me. My stomach was so bloated all day that it just hurt. And as I mentioned before, during the first trimester of pregnancy, the body undergoes such a drastic hormonal changes that it has a lot of side effects. And one of those ones are that the hormone, the progesterone hormone and the estrogen increases significantly. And they work as follows. The progesterone relaxes the muscles in the body, including those in the intestines. So as the intestine relaxes, the digestive system slows down significantly. On the other hand, the raised levels of the estrogen can cause the body to preserve water, causing discomfort and pain in the abdomen. So these two combinations make a lot of bloatiness and gas. Some things that it worked for me pretty well when I started doing that was to, first of all, to be sipping warm water. Warm water in general is really good for the digestion. Sometimes it was just water, and other times I just put a tea, like an infusion, kind of like chamomile or turmeric that helps pretty well with inflammation. Then the second thing that I did was massaging my abdomen, and I'm going to show you the technique that I used. Begin gently rubbing in a circular motion by your right hip bone. Then you move up to your right ribs, then across the rib cage, and then you go down to your left hip and over to your belly button. The whole circuit should take around 2 to 3 minutes. So you can do 2 to 3 rounds, around 10 minutes in total. It just helps a lot and it just supports digestion pretty well. The other thing that works really well is take a walk after eating. Even a brisk 10 minutes stroll outside can help keep things moving before the gas has a chance to make its appearance. Last but not least, make smaller meals. This one was a big change for me because I often prefer to eat just large meals 3 times a day than just divide the food into smaller meals. But the truth is that the more food that you pump in your stomach in terms of portions that is just sitting there, the more gas you will be producing. Symptom number 5, well, this is probably the most common one, and it is probably the only one that I actually expected to be, because it's really popular, and it is nausea. And this is also called the morning sickness, which can be a bad term because it can happen at any moment of the day. things that I didn't know. I thought that it was more a morning sickness. In my case, experiencing nausea was pretty bad. It exacerbated in the morning, but actually it happened at any moment. Nonetheless, I was lucky enough that I didn't experience much vomiting as other girls do, and my hunger honestly was pretty good. What I did to manage this strange symptom. If you search the internet, you can find so many remedies for nausea during pregnancy. Nonetheless, for me, these were the only 3 approaches that really worked. And one was essential oil. They were my salvation. Especially lavender and mint were so good to me. I put it in my skin, or I just sniff them as any time of the day that the nausea just visit me, and it just helped me a lot to center myself and just feel great almost immediately. Second thing is, as weird as it sounds, just avoid having an empty stomach. Because even if you have nausea, the thing is that the more empty your stomach is, the nausea, the more it just exacerbates. So here, the tactic of eating small meals, as I told you before, it just come really handy too. Another great tip for nausea is to keep your mouth clean, because you're producing so much fluids in your body, you're producing a lot of more saliva, so your tongue gets really dirty. So this for me was a game changer. Use a tongue scraper so I could just clean my tongue, and I did it like every couple of hours, and it just made me just feel much better because I didn't have that bad taste on my mouth constantly. So this is a great tip. Because I'm excited, I just want to give you one more symptom, and it is the sore breast. That is the same as the nausea. That is something that I actually expected. Nonetheless, I never thought that it was going to be so intense. It is pretty painful and very uncomfortable. So in my case, the breast grew, I don't know, maybe like 1 cup or 2 in just a few weeks. They began to be huge. And well, my best approach is as simple as just go braless or change to a cotton, bigger and more comfortable bra. Because at the end, this is a period to pamper yourself, right? Signs of hope. Okay, now that I'm already in the 2nd trimester, girls and ladies, let me tell you that all of these symptoms that I just described have completely disappeared. Hooray! So, for those out there who are thinking,
how lame or unpleasant pregnancy feels,
I tell you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. At least for now. And I just wanted to share all of this because you always hear that pregnancy is going to be such a beautiful stage of your life, which, I mean, it is beautiful, but you also feel really shitty. So I wanted to just share with you all of these symptoms, weird ones that you don't read much about, people don't talk about them, and I just wanted to be honest with you. And now I'm wondering what worked for you in those cases. Please leave some tips in the comments below, because I'm sure that other women will appreciate them really well. But for now, I'm gonna just kiss you goodbye. Till next week. Bye.